G'day everyone. I'm limping around like a wounded soldier at the moment. I've done something to my foot and I don't know what it is. Hopefully I'm not out of fishing action for too long. Anyway, today I am doing a lure review and I'm going to be reviewing the Zerek Stream X minnow. Rightio, so there it is, the Zerek Stream X minnow. It's got a single hook at the back, a single hook at the front, a small bib, and it weighs 8 grams. It comes in a variety of colours, from natural colours to quite bright and unnatural colours to very dark colours. Right, Stream X, Zerek Stream X. Before I talk too much about it, let's just have a look at the box and see some specifications. Stream X, 65 millimeters, 8 grams, size 4, sinking. I don't know whether they're all sinking, but the ones that I've got are sinking. In other words, they don't float. Now, professional craft series, endless possibilities. The all-new Stream X65 is a fast-sinking minnow made from ABS plastic construction. The Stream X65 was developed for fast-flowing rivers with a wobble and roll action on a straight retrieve. It dives to a depth of 1 metre, making it ideal for shallow water applications. The lure can also be worked at multiple columns of the water if required, as it is fast sinking. Comes in a range of colours that enhance the visual aspect of the lure's presentation to suit varying water and light conditions as well as fishing situations. Right. Caution. Please keep out of reach of infants and children. We don't want our kids with hooks in their fingers. When casting, make sure the area is safe and presents no danger. Seriously, they've got to put that on the box. The hooks are extremely sharp. Handle with care, whether in use or not. Store out of direct sunlight in a cool area. Right, that's enough about the spec crap. Let's talk about the actual performance of the lure. There's only so much you can gain out of reading specs and stuff about lures. You actually need to use the lure to see how well it works and come up with your own ideas. This is my 100% unbiased feedback and review on the Zerek Stream X, the way I interpret it, which is similar to what it says on the box, and what I think about it. Rightio, first of all, let's talk about the pros, the things that I really like. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is, when I was using it last week, the trout liked it. The fish liked it. That has to be the most important part, surely. It got a lot of strikes. Fish were climbing all over it. So the fish were certainly fascinated by it. They were keen to hit it. That is the best positive of the lot. 8 grams, it's good for casting. So at 8 grams, it's a good casting lure. It sinks. Now, this may be a negative to some people who like floating lures or suspending minnows, but sinking lures certainly have their place. If you're in a river with a deep hole and you've never been able to get your diving minnow down far enough, you can sink this down and then retrieve it up. Sinking lures will get down a lot further than diving lures. It stands to reason. So I like to have sinking lures in my tackle box as well as diving lures, so it sinks. So my main positives are, and the colour range. So my main positives are the colour range. I like these natural colours, but I also like the bright colours, particularly for redfin and trout in the autumn. I like the fact that the fish liked it, and you'll see that in some video footage, and I'm going to put it at the end of the video. The fish liked it. I like the fact that it's quite good for casting at 8 grams. And I actually like that it's a sinking lure because I don't have enough of them in my tackle box. Now, the things I don't like about it, I'm not sold on the single hooks. You'll see in the footage at the end, and you may have seen this footage in a recent trout video that I made, but just in case you didn't watch that video, you'll see it at the end of this. I had a lot of hookups. The fish were climbing all over it. They were keen to hook it. They were keen to hit it, but they never stuck. They all got off. Every one of them. That may have been the day. The same thing was happening to the soft plastic that I was using before I tied this on. And it may have been the fact that it's a single hook. So I'm not saying the single hook's bad. All I'm saying from my perspective is that I'm not sold on the single hook and that is open to further investigation. But if I continue to have fish hook up and get off, I'll probably change to some small trebles. The good thing is there's split rings between the hooks and the lure. You can see there's actually a split ring, which makes it easy to change hooks because you can take the hook off the split ring. So I'm gonna persevere with the single hooks for a while and see how they go. But that's probably my only real gripe. I was worried it might be a little bit big in the tiny little creek that I was fishing, but it turned out that it wasn't because the fish were climbing all over it, as you'll see in the footage. So, Zerek Stream X, I like it. It doesn't have a tight sway. A lot of minnows have a really tight sway. This has more of a rolling, wide sway as it comes through. It does, because it's not so tight, that allows it to be worked at a higher speed, which makes it ideal in fast-flowing waters, particularly large rivers below weirs where there's a lot of water coming down, or just in the springtime when there's a lot of water. But it also makes it really good for trolling alongside a Tassie devil, a winged lure. Most of us have trolled Tassie devils or winged lures for trout. They go through the water like this. You can actually troll them at quite a high speed. In fact, they troll better at a little bit faster than most lures. A lot of minnows, if you troll them alongside the Tassie devil, they'll swim up on their side because they're going too fast. But because this has got that nice wide sway, this will troll evenly alongside the winged lure like the Tassie devil. So it's good for high speed trolling, great for deeper waters, great for faster waters. There's certainly a spot for this in most tackle boxes. Now, let's have a look at the ones I've got here. I've got this really nice natural coloured one just there. You can see that's the one that I was using in the video the other day. And that's the one you'll see me using in the bit of footage at the end of this video. Here's a nice bright pink. A colour like that will be great on redfin. It'll also be good for trout in the autumn. Trout like these bright colours in the autumn. Here I've got a bright green. This is possibly my favourite colour for redfin. I just love bright green lures. That's my favourite colour for Murray cod, although this lure is probably a little bit small for Murray cod. You might fluke 1 or 2 cod on it, but it's not, won't be ideal. But that is a great colour for Murray cod. And here I've got a black one. I should leave it in the box. Here I've got a black one, you can see there, black and purple. Rightio, so just to summarise, I think it's a great lure. I love the casting, I like the wide sway, the fish love it, but I'm not sold on the hooks. That's open to further investigation and subject to change if I think trebles will be better, but it's quite easy to change them. Now here's some footage, you'll see quite a lot of fish following it, hitting it and hooking up. If you saw my recent video about the trout tips, the longer video, you might not want to watch this because this is the same footage that was in there. But I'm also using it here just to demonstrate the effectiveness of the Zerek Stream X in a small trout stream.
One thing I've noticed about this Stream X is it doesn't dive deep, and that's actually why I chose this one. It's only got a small little bib. Ooh, big one following it. Take it, take it. When I say big one, he's probably 30 centimetres big, but he's bigger than a lot of the other trout that I've seen so far today. Wow, look at this hole. That was a big one in there. Because I reckon this Zerek Stream X, oh, got him. Oh, he missed it. Will be ideal for a big fish. That's the second biggest fish I've seen today. He hit it twice and didn't hook up. Comes one, got, oh, he hit it. I didn't set the hook properly, bugger. Nice fish too. Hopefully he comes back for another go. Now, got, oh, whack. Got him, oh, whack, yes, oh, he got off.